Just, you guys need to, whoever's speaking, speak, make sure they're finished before somebody else starts chiming in and things to the court order.
Thank you. I think if we're gonna address each resolution like Alex suggested, that we need a copy of
I think so too.
exactly what we're
Yes,
addressing.
exactly what we're addressing.
I think Mr. Roberts has got it, one, and he maybe read.
Well, I think they want copies, so
Yeah.
we'll see what
Yeah,
they're,
go with
do we
36.
have a copy machine?
Oh, the clerk too, or the clerk. We're off the record, are we not?
Get a second.
Okay, one second. I just want, Mr. Ranch, what you were reading from, can I have copies of it? You were reading from.
You all right, Fred?
What did I read? Things, so-
And
Yeah, I mean, I went to, yeah, I went to the horizontal didn't work, and they did nerve lines, and that didn't work. That's what you all found out. Didn't work. They have to do all that stuff before they do the knee replacement. They're gonna do both of them at the same time. Yeah.
Smear check for a minute.
Is your battery good?
My battery's good.
All right.
Still going strong.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. I am, I just, yeah, because I was like,
Yeah, I mentioned with her. Where's the house?
oh.
What's her name?
Linda.
Linda.
Jim, help her.
Never talked to her.
Oh, yeah, this is it.
Yeah. So, we're back on.
Everybody's back. I think you each now had a copy of the resolution that we passed. I think the 17th of November, is that correct? Have we got one? All right. So we did make findings following. Basically, as far as the evidence that I've heard, and the arguments I've heard, I believe the following findings need to be made in order to answer those. One, let's talk about it this way. Did Miller K. Patton, was Miller K. Patton duly elected and thereafter assumed the office of mayor of the city of Crittenden in January of 2018? Does everybody agree that that is a truth, that that's a fact, based on what we've heard? Yes or no? That thereafter, she assumed the office of alcoholic beverage administrator of the city of Crittenden, taking the oath of office as such on the 8th day of April 2019 or thereabouts. Does everybody agree with that?
I'm not getting answers, so I can
Okay.
put head nod.
Why doesn't everybody,
Raise your hand.
do something to let her?
There we go, that way she can see it.
And then we can announce what that
Let's
is.
back it up. That Camilla K. Patton was duly elected and thereafter assumed the office of mayor of the city of Crittenden in January of 2018. Does everyone agree that that is true? That thereafter Camilla K. Patton assumed the office of alcoholic beverage administrator of the city of Crittenden, taking the oath of office as such on or about the 8th day of April 2019. Everybody agree that that's true? That the office of mayor and the office of alcoholic beverage administrator are both offices in and for the city of Crittenden. Do you agree that that's true?
Just one quick question. Jim, are you reading from findings prepared already?
I'm reading from my notes.
Well, I mean, were they prepared prior to tonight?
They were my notes based upon the
The
resolution.
only reason I ask is they look like they're typed.
They are. They're based on my
So,
resolution.
Were the notes, were the findings prepared before tonight? That's my only question.
What? I don't
Well,
understand.
Alex, I don't, I mean,
It's an issue. He's
No,
prepared
it's
for
not, I
public
mean, I
hearing.
think people
I
are
read the
coming to
resolutions, I'm looking at facts.
I understand.
I think if he's got a list of what he thinks had to be proven tonight, he's free to do whatever he wants. And I would assume other people may have done the same.
The record will reflect that.
Does, that on or about the 27th day of June 2019, did Camilla K. Patton cause a check to be issued to herself in the net amount of $2,006.98 drawn against the account of the city of Crittenden, the amount being in addition to her salary as mayor? Does everybody agree that that happened, or did it not happen? That by undertaking the office of alcoholic beverage administrator for the city of Crittenden, Camilla K. Patton engaged in the provision of service to the city of Crittenden. Does everybody agree that that happened, or did it not happen?
Yes.
It happened. All right, based upon those findings, we're getting to whether or not that we're gonna conclude that this is or is not misconduct. The Camilla K. Patton's action of assuming the office of alcoholic beverage administrator subsequent to having assumed the office of mayor of the city of Crittenden, did that or did that not result in a forfeiture of her office as mayor for the city of Crittenden as prescribed by KRS 61-080-6109? Did it or did it not? Somebody agree that it did? That the taking of public money in the net amount of $2,006.98 from the funds of the city of Crittenden for services rendered as alcoholic beverage administrator, in addition to funds she received for her duties as mayor, does that or did that not violate the provisions of KRS 83A07, which you've heard tonight, has to do with the setting of salaries prior to the taking of office? Does everybody agree that that happened? Yes or no? Yes. And finally, that the undertaking to provide services to the city of Crittenden at a time when Camilla K. Patton was then acting as mayor of the city of Crittenden violated KRS 61-251 and 61-252 sub 2. That is the provision of service which you heard tonight. Does everyone agree that that happened or did not happen? Everyone agree that it happened? Raise your hand. All right, with those findings, I have nothing further to offer or ask for as findings. But based on that, does everyone now agree that because of that, she has caused the office of mayor to be vacated by those actions? Yes or no?
Yes.
Raise your right hand if the answer is yes. And that appears to be a unanimous vote. All right, then I'm going to move and ask for a second that the office of mayor be declared void and the proper agencies be notified of the vacancy as promptly as possible. Is there a second to that motion?
I think you need to probably consider the statute KRS.
That's not the way you do it.
Yeah, I think you gotta look at 83A.
Let's try this again. Okay, let's do this the right way. With all due respect, there's a right way to do it. So we're gonna do under subsection 83A040 subsection 9.
It is subsection.
You have had, you guys, you believe that in the case of, I'm assuming, that your finding is of misconduct, not that the mayor, the seat should be vacated. Am I right on that?
Let me just read it to everyone. Under 83A040
And
subsection.
go a little slower,
Yes, I
because
will.
it's midnight or so, and.
Let me read it to everyone.
You're gonna kill me for calling her out.
I would.
Did the elected officer indicate, as in the case of misconduct, was it misconduct based upon the facts which we have found? Should she be removed from office by unanimous vote of the members of the legislative body, exclusive of anybody to be removed? She has no vote anyway. All right, so my motion is declared pursuant to 83A040 subsection 9, because of the misconduct which is evidenced by those findings, that she has forfeited the office. That is my motion.
I don't think the term is forfeited, I think it should be removed.
Removed from that office.
There's no forfeit.
Removed from that office. All right, now is there a second to that motion?
I'll second the motion.
All right, those in favor, please raise your
We're
right
gonna
hand.
probably see if we got any discussion, further discussion.
Is there discussion? Thank you. Those in favor, raise your right hand.
I think you should probably have the court, or somebody call the roll, perhaps Alex, you wanna call the
Everyone
roll?
raise their right hand?
Okay. Councilmember Lowry. Councilmember Humphrey.
Yes.
Councilmember Martin.
Yes.
Councilmember Purcell.
Yes.
Councilmember Roberts.
Yes.
Councilmember Ducey.
Yes.
All right, does anybody feel that there's a necessity to do anything further in this hearing?
I think they've got to notify some people.
I made that as a part of my motion for proper parties to notify, possibly the law. There's two people, I think, or two agencies who must be notified.
Sounds like the governor.
No, actually, I think it's the county clerk. I have to read it again. It's
Well,
not the governor.
Secretary of State,
well, I think there might be an issue there, and Mr. Anderson may consider it. If they're finding a fact is that she vacated the office over a year and a half ago, well, that's outside the scope of the city council to be in place. It would
It's just-
actually fall to the governor.
It's an appeal issue.
Yeah.
All right, anything further? Move we adjourn.
Any motion, right?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Can I get back, I need my exhibits back, and can I have it to a reading from Mr. Purcell?
Yes, you can
Thank
say
you.
that.
Here's the card.
Okay, thank you.
We can pass it over to her.
And then, all those, somebody took it.
Wait a minute, I bet you I could.
That's
better
shot in that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's great.
Come on,